Hello everybody all over the world. Hello, I am HiGPS and today's episode is episode 85. I got it right this time because numbers are hard, man. And today is, of course, soft pushing. Well, before we get into soft pushing, let me share a little story of a hat. Yes, you see the hat I'm wearing? Oh, wait, let me see if I can do this. And then I need a sandwich. Oh, you don't see that in the picture. Yes, that is pretty much the exact same hat. And sunglasses. I'm feeling really hipster because I bought this hat before the hat got introduced in the game. So I'm like, cool like that. Yes, so today, hats aside, even though hats are awesome, is soft pushing for the medic, and we didn't get a lot of. We only got only one guy who submitted some stuff, and that is because soft pushing, man. Soft pushing is hard, and you might ask, well, what is soft pushing? Well, soft pushing is when you make a major push where you normally require an Uber, but you do it without the Uber. It's not like you have 100% and don't Uber and just go in and be like, hey, I'm not gonna Uber even though I have 100%. I'm gonna die with it. It's more like you being like. It's more like an extremely aggressive style. Oh shit! Alright, back to the replay. Good. Yes, so we're gonna be looking at the Jewald here, our medic buddy here is gonna be playing on the Payload Frontier, and we're just gonna be seeing doing some basic medic work, as the strategy for doing soft pushing is pretty hard. It requires the people you're healing, mainly the power classes. There's like very hard to do a soft push without any power classes. Pyro is kind of iffy, but Heavy, Soldier, and Demo are all capable of doing soft pushes. However, the class needs to be very, prepared and able to do the task and attack and stuff like that in order to maximize on that. So it's a bit vague right now, but we'll try to give you kind of an idea of what a soft push is. But before that, I want to talk about aggression in a game. And aggression in Team Fortress 2 is generally pretty good, because the way the aggression works is that you kind of force your opponents to react to your actions. And that's something you want to do, right? You want to be able to control your opponent somewhat. Like if you ever played Skyrim, there's like this one lady, she's like, pray waits. And that's good. If you're in Team Fortress 2 and you're kind of just like waiting for an Uber, you're like at like 70%, you're like, no, let's just wait for this Uber and then we'll go in. That sort of waiting is generally not very good, because that takes a couple of seconds to get that Uber, and in that time you are giving the opponents, the time to do whatever, and you don't want to give your opponents to do whatever. You want your opponents to lose because you want to win and you want to like give them a hard time. So the whole waiting for Uber kind of thing can sometimes get out of hand, and that's like the focus of today's episode is about, like, even if you have 70% Uber, you can still attack, and but you don't need to commit as much. So we're gonna be seeing Jewald just run around, and he has a team, like he has the Uber. I think he's had it for a while, and he's gonna go in with this demo here. So this is gonna be good. Demo uses the lock and load. For some reason. We covered that before. It's pretty powerful. Good against sentries and stuff like that. Yes, here is the Uber popped. So let's see how he is going to fare. Yes. And that is not very good, because the Pyros are counter to Ubers in a way, that they just push you away. And for some reason the medic avoided that Gerati jar there and got away, and now he's on fire. It's going to be falling back. So that was a not very successful push, mainly because he only Ubered one guy, and it's hard, man. So here we have an interesting teleporter, and this is probably the reason why nobody has showed up, because we saw when he was healing like scouts and some demo, and I was like, yeah, I better take this teleporter. And oh, look at this. Oh, hello, engineer. This is actually right below the cart, so this is where they're actually making a push, because there's like no sentries up, and it's easy. Like, you can make soft pushes, like Uber pushes, without an Uber. That's what a soft push is. Without, when there's no sentries, it's a lot easier, but you can also do it with sentries. It's just a lot harder. And he's gonna be pushing through here, and they're right outside the enemy spawn. So, I mean, the enemy spawn is like fucking right here and here. This is where they come from. But, you know, they just get on the cart and they just push through, and they're a bunch of ballers. And you see, the reason that this allows them to do this is, first, there was no sentries, and second of all, they had a ton of power classes. They had, like, 2 soldiers and 2 demo men along with 2 medics, and they just won everything because they're good. And that's how generally you make a soft push. Soft pushes just do also generally happen when you're rolling a team, you know, when you're just steamrolling, like you don't or being steamrolled and then like spawn camp you. They don't always use an Uber when they just kill all your shit. They just go and kill all your shit without the Uber, and that's because the players have a really good feel of how the game works. So, and in order to get good at soft pushes, because you know you want to be as aggressive as possible. You don't want to be like, you know, if you're defending and you see the opponents like, yeah, those guys are going to wait for the Uber and then they're going to push in. I got some time to, you know, reposition my sentry and stuff before they come. If they're kind of like, oh shit, that's those guys who always fucking kill us no matter what, because they're so aggressive. That's the kind of guy you want to be. So we're going to be here on Payload Gold Rush. As a medic, we're going to wait for the gates to open. And, oh, look at that! Titties. For anyone who don't know, this is, I think it's called... Chat! What is this called? This thing with the fun bag saying Mega Milk, I think. Yes. Excellent! Moving on! Not to get too distracted here. So, we're gonna go, we currently have an Uber and we're gonna use it and we're gonna route first, and no one else is here. Alright, so we got a sniper, okay, the soldier over there, and he just died. Oh, okay, so that wasn't very successful. Okay, he's shooting some stuff, right? Basically just waiting for somebody, because I haven't really seen where my team's at, and I think our team is, yeah, like, they're pushing, they're getting killed by spies and stuff like that, so we're like, yeah, just gonna wait and spawn, because, you should really check tab, and see who's like, dead, because you can, like, see it, they have, like, they grayed out in no color. If you do that, oh yeah, censored by GPS. It has huts and tits sometimes. Depends on the spray. And finally, things are starting to stabilize. Our spawn is good. There's a spy behind here. We can see the spy in replay, but we can't see him in game. And the heavy gets taken out by the heavy got taken out by the worst fate known to man. Manual team switch is what got this guy. Took him down. Stacker team switch is the source of 80% of game suicides in Team Fortress 2. True fact. And we're just gonna run around here, and we're clearly not playing, you know, with the best caliber of players. But that's like what this whole idea is. But that's what this show is all about: showing new players, new styles, and like introducing new mindsets and stuff like that. And right now, the soldier right in front of us is showing us a good tactic, which is just jumping. A soldier. If you're a soldier and you don't jump, that's not very good. You should jump. It's better because you like dodge and evade, and you get a better angle when you shoot rockets and stuff like that. So this is probably a really good example of how to do a soft push. You need a medic and you need to be overhealed. So quick fixes generally doesn't work. So right now we have a soldier. He's on fire, but we're healing him, so he's good. And right now there's currently no sentries and not a lot of stuff. So our soldier buddy is out here, but there's a lot of red here. There's like red heavy and red soldier. Our heavy buddies coming down here, and we currently don't have Uber. And he just jumps out, man, and he goes for it. And we're like, usually a medic that doesn't do soft pushes is like, oh my god, the soldier, he jumped. I guess I'll better stay here and heal. But if you're into soft push, you're like, yeah, fuck it, let's go. Just fucking get him, And right now we get the crew with the Uber, I think. So yeah, and then we pop it. We wait until we pop it. We don't drop it, but that's very risky, you know. Might get stabbed or headshot or get a crit sticky or something like that. But that's pretty much, you know, there's a shot push, just go out and get them. As you can see, there wasn't really that much. There's no sentries and stuff like that, making it a lot easier. So we're gonna use the Uber saw, which is the best Uber saw in the game. And we're just gonna use that to get Uber and stuff like that. Do not use the Vita saw. You do not at any point in time want to have less health ever. Pretty much. In general, I mean, when do you want to die faster? That's my question to you. Well, to save on 19% overcharge. Dude, one hit with that melee weapon and you get 25. And you still have your health. Excellent. So now we have the Uber. You can see like it's like lensing and stuff like that, and sparkly and stuff. So we're just gonna push. Notice that we haven't, you know, a lot of people we go like, hey, there's like some guys over there, and I see he's shooting. Let's just pop the Uber. But you know, when you're doing a soft push, you don't always have the Uber. But right here we have the Uber, but we're opting not to pop it. Because, you know, when you pop the Uber on players, that's when they become invulnerable for like 8 seconds. They can't push the cart, and I really want to push the cart. And I just healed this heavy. He's been shooting. He took down a sentry and another heavy, so he's looking good. We're still pushing the cart, though. Still having the Uber. So at any point in time, if things get too dicey, we will pop the Uber. And the other medic pops his Uber, and we're just going to ride this into victory. And there you go. Easy operation. Yes, good. So that's kind of like the introduction to soft pushes. So then you have like stuff that's like kind of a soft push. It's basically being aggressive, and that's what we're going to be focusing on, as well as other medic basics. Because if you're playing a medic, you are the most important class in the game. Everybody is your bitch, per se.
5 minutes left in the mission.
So we are a medic here on Palo Upward. We have kind of a wonky team. We have a lot of snipers, but we also have a lot of soldiers. So we are looking kind of good, so we're going to be medicing it up here. One thing that is important to note as a medic is to look around a lot. You don't always need to see what your opponent's shooting at, like right here. Let's say if we go back a little bit, and I'll just show you. This is a very good example of that, because a lot of medics will, that's like a very common mistake and like common slip up a lot of medics do. Because you're like, yeah, I'm a medic, I'm healing people, and I'm just healing you, healing everybody, that's good. And I'm like, oh, I wonder what he is shooting at. And if you run out, there's like 2 heavies. So at this point in time, I see he's shooting at something and I see he's being shot. I do not need to see what he's seeing. He can see it all on himself. And even if I saw it, it wouldn't make any difference. I might get killed, you know. So that's also very important for a medic, is to just, you know, like, oh yeah, you're getting shot. I won't peek down there. But you always see me constantly moving. That's also good. And looking around. Because when you look around, it's like just looking around is also like kind of a counter to spy. I mean, turning around it's a counter to spy because you can't. Spies can't face stab you, you know, they can only stab you in the back. Most of the time. But generally just looking around will give you a good idea of where everybody on your team is. And when you know where everybody on your team is, you can coordinate better, you can better heal everybody, like not just the heavy, just heal everybody. And you will also be able to see spies a lot easier. So you see, I saw the spy and took him out immediately with a lucky crit there, but that's fine, you know, because nobody likes spies anyway. Who likes spies? Maybe Stabby does. Maybe. So we currently have the Uber, and usually when you have the Uber, use it. Don't play around. So we're just going to use it to be safe, because usually when you get killed with 100% Uber, it kind of hurts. It hurts so much, in fact, that the game crashes. That's how much it hurts, man. So we're back after the fastest crash in history. The screen's black, but not anymore. Yes, so we do the standard stuff of just running towards the sentry, being invulnerable, because it allows your heavy to push forward. However, oh, there's a spy, and we just let that spy run by, and it was a miracle we didn't get stabbed in the back. Right, our heavy goes down, and we lost every momentum we had, as there's currently just so much stuff there, and the sentry is still up, so... And we don't have an Uber, it's currently just us and a sniper, but here comes the demo man, and this demo man, he's a bit of a boss. Is what he is. So, he's gonna go... Is going to be in this little window here, and if you remember Sentry Spot's episode, is usually a good sentry spot is how easily can a demo man kill it. Well, we don't have an Uber, and this is kind of a soft push because he's a power class just because of 1 sticky, 2 sticky, medic is dead, dispenser's down, engineer's dead, and everything is gone, and we killed it. So soft push can also be performed by just having good positioning, which is being right in front of an enemy heavy that is spun up and that will kill you in less than a second. Is generally not a good spot. So, moving on to the next one. It's also important to know that, like, in this thing, I really tried to, like, delay the longest I could before Ubering, because You know, you don't want to waste Uber pop it too early, but it's better to pop it too early than not pop it at all and die. Always, there's like no exceptions ever. So we're gonna be going here with our team, another medic. Medics healing medics is like girls kissing girls. You know, it's pretty hot, pretty cool. It should happen from time to time, but not all the time, because then we wouldn't get anything done. Excellent. So we see a little heavy down here. He's not little, he's huge and fat, but he's a fat and easy that we just stab him with the Uber saw and getting that 50% Uber. And then we're going to be running back and forth. I'm trying to see what our team is up to. We have a little dispenser here that's going to help us a lot. And now we have the Uber. And let's see if we can... Oh, there's a pyro here. Yes, let's go. Uber pyros can be good sometimes as well if the positioning is right. Uber anything can be good sometimes, you know, if it's a power class. So we're going to go here. And yes, come on. Okay, get him, get him. We're just waiting for the right moment to push here. And then we get killed by a crit. And we lost Uber. And then we got rolled because we didn't pop it fast enough. So that's always a downer when that happens. Yes. So we're gonna move on to the next one, which I completely forgot what it was, but we're gonna see it together. Yes, it's gonna be the map of Viaducts, King of the Hill medic map, very sniper friendly and wrangle friendly map for engineers and stuff like that. That's a lot they can do, and we have a really wonky team. I mean, we have 3 snipers and a medic and a scout. Yeah, not the best loadout, you know. We have some. At least the snipers are good. Snipers that don't shoot anything, medics that don't heal, engineers that don't build anything, and heavies that don't shoot, generally not that good. So one thing else I want to do when chasing a spy right there, you saw me giving up, and that is because if I would have followed the spy, I would have run into a demo man, a medic, and the spy of course, as well as a pyro, and I would just get instantly obliterated and killed. So even when soft pushing, it's good to not overextend. And what I mean by overextend is that if you overextend into enemy territory, like when the attack is over, you die. Usually you want to stay alive after the attack, either with a retreat or just complete annihilation of the opposing team is usually what you want to do. So we're going to make a little push here. We're making it onto the point without an Uber actually, and there's so much guys around here, so many people as a medic, and there's complete chaos. Snipers whipping out of this pan, and just as we get the Uber, we get mauled by this sticky bomb and we die with it. It's fun when you kill a medic that has a full Uber, but it's not fun being killed as a medic with full Uber. Yes. So, we're just gonna keep moving on here on this map, King of the Viaduct. And we're gonna be moving up here with our sniper buddies that shoot stuff eventually. Here comes an engineer. Oh, he's actually carrying some stuff. Good. Here goes the strategy of building in spawn and then carry it out. It's not a good one, it's a horrible one. Don't do it. Not only do you spend way too much longer just building it in spawn and carrying it out, but you actually have a huge risk of losing absolutely everything when you're walking really slow. Not only are you easy to get headshot and get shot by rockets, or well, you're actually, since you're moving slowly, you're actually easy to get hit by anything. So currently our soldier is utilizing basic soldier strategy, which is stand above your target, shoot down. Makes it a lot easier than shooting up. Should leave shooting up for the demo man. He's good at that stuff. Unless you're doing like air shots, funky business. So we're gonna move on to the point here. No Uber pop whatsoever because there are currently no sentries here either. And we're gonna go on the point and capture this. We have the Uber, but we're not gonna pop it. We're gonna wait until we absolutely have to use it. We're just holding on to that Uber, and as you can see, we're kind of simulating a soft push where we don't have the Uber, and you can see we're not dead, which is good. So just having good positioning and working together, having good synergy with your team is also very crucial. And as you can see, we stayed along and taken quite a beating here, staying alive for this long. And just running back and forth, healing absolutely everybody is so important as a medic, and because of that, we're holding this, and we didn't even have to pop the Uber, so we're looking pretty strong, pretty good. And I was a soldier in the air, and if he gets too low, like if I have the slightest idea that he's gonna die or I'm gonna die, I will pop it. So this wasn't very risky on my part. You can't really see my health, but you know, you have to carefully, you know, judge every situation based on experience, and the only way to get experience is through this, doing the right positions. And I probably missed that quote up. But you get experience by bad decisions, eventually leading to good decisions. Is generally what I was trying to say. So also, bluffing is also a huge part of TF2, like bluffing your health, bluffing that you have more Uber than you don't, like the voice commands, is something we're not going to look at all today. We're actually going to look at, you know, a bluffing that happens to yourself, because usually when you play a map like such as Dust Bowl, which is a good map if you're on red and you're a demo man with sticky bombs and crits, then this map is fairly fun to play. Otherwise, it's meant for another game. It's completely designed for the old Team Fortress. Anyway, we're gonna moving on with our team here, healing absolutely everybody, because not only does everybody on your team like you and are willing to save you if you do so, if they have, you know, thought process in their heads while they play, they will do that. I know some Russian kids do not have that thought process. They just have loud microphones and loud speakers. Is what they have. So we're going to be attacking here with our team, and usually at this point in time, if you ever play on the Dust Bowl server, they have... Alright, I want people to guess. How many sentries is there at the last point? So you can guess. Betting, and place your bets on the amount of sentries. Because there is... actually none. So we're just gonna run in, and we don't have an Uber, and we didn't even wait for the Uber. And as you can see, there's nothing here. So a lot of people are not aware of this, but if you just look, like you go out and like see, like, do they have any defense? And if they don't, just at any point in time, just attack, because you'll win if they have no defense. Because usually on Dust Bowl, I think a map in particular, you see a lot of players just waiting around, especially on the first stage, where they're like in this little room, and they're like, yeah, we're just waiting for the Uber. Like, I'm at 50%. You can go attack. So, like, no, I'll just stay here and look at this door, and make sure to build that Uber. Like, you're gonna damage yourself so I can build Uber faster. It's like, no, gotta want to have that full overheal at all times. So we're gonna be here on the first stage of Dust Bowl. The person talking just a moment ago through me was a demo man, in case you didn't know. So we're gonna have a bit of a passive team here, because we have a heavy, and the thing is, like, usually when to push, you want to move forward. Yes, and there he goes, moves forward, but he dies to crits, and we fly really far. I walk on a sticky bomb, and we have a pyro here, and he's doing a great job of taking all the damage, letting me survive. I guess that was not planned on his side, but it happened like that anyway. So we're still back here, healing everyone. He tried to build that Uber as fast as possible, and a sniper goes down to another sniper, and there's bombs coming in. We're starting to see why this map's so good for Red Demo Man. And the heavy goes down again, because usually when you attack, you don't want to stand still. You want to, like, move forward, close the distance, get close and personal. So right now I have two power classes on my team. I have a soldier that I haven't seen yet, and I have a heavy that doesn't really like walking forward. I mean, he does walk forward, but very slowly, because he's spun up. And he's using the Natasha, making sure that people that attack him won't run away. They will just kill him instead. And down he goes to another headshot, and we're left all alone. And this is kind of a situation that you've probably been in. You're playing medic, and there's no one to heal. No one knows what to do with heal. We have like 3 snipers and a spy. So that's 4 out of 9 being, like, with us it's 5 out of 9 being support class. And you have a scout, which are horrible on this map because it's so hard. Alright, say we have a pyro. Okay. Picture you're in this pyro's eyes, right? He's so happy because he's in pyro vision. And you see all these guys are clustered together, right? This is extremely good for pyro. I mean, like, seriously, this is really good. When people are clustered together like this, pyro will just chew through everything. So your first reaction would be to compression blast them and give them time to let them escape, and then ignore most of them, and then go. And okay, we're gonna try and get this medic, but he gets the lucky crits, and we are dead as shit. So if you're a pyro, you should try putting them on fire first before you compression blast them, because that thus damage. Good. Next. This is on a pub server, by the way. I think the guy was Russian. No offense. Okay, so here we go. We have our pyro buddy again. He's making out his way out of the spawn. He's gonna be moving up. We have some engineers. We have some NGs that are building in spawn and then are gonna carry it out. I mean, one thing you can do, you can build it in spawn, and then you can have your engineer buddy build a teleporter on the other side, so when the teleporter goes up, you just teleport through. That's a good strategy, but they don't do that. So we're gonna go here, and I'm gonna show you a good strategy. This goes for basic general problem solving in Team Fortress 2. So I want you to note, like, this heavy, he's kind of like an overspinner. He keeps spinning his gun way too much because he's like walked this entire distance while being spun. And there's currently just a heavy here. Alright, so this heavy is in the front, and then this other guy comes back, and I'm not sure if this is intentional, but he is actually pretty weak right now. So he actually goes behind this guy, because you can still shoot through your teammates, making him take all the damage. He was fresh and overhealed and stuff like that. However, their aim is kind of bad, and they just get mauled by this one heavy and sniper, and then we die. But that's usually a good strategy in general. Just meat shielding other players, especially if you're a heavy. You can easily meat shield your medic, because if you know that, like, in this attack, like, it didn't go that well, kind of lost our momentum, kind of lost everything, and you're gonna die, at least try to make it so that medic makes it out alive, because if the medic can escape with whatever Rubercharge, your sacrifice will not be in vain. So we're gonna be playing medic here on Gravel Pit with the guy who likes to use the glitch of jumping and crouching in the air, making his hitbox get all disjointed and only affect snipers while doing so. So we have a guy we barely didn't heal because he blew up. It's kind of hard to heal a bunch of Gibbs. Then we have a guy, that sniper, like the guy with the guy over there. His name was like Kilo something. What was his name? Kila Hulu. He's actually a pretty good sniper from what I saw, so shout out to him. So right now we're just trying to make a push, trying to get our forces together, and if you look at the team, we have the epic setup of medic, pyro, spy, sniper, heavy soldier, which is not very good, but it's something. At least we have someone to heal. So we have at least a little pyro buddy here. And okay, he died. Okay, hard to heal people that much. Yes, we have a sniper. Good. So if they are at any point in time right in front of where he's aiming, we're good. If they're not, we have a problem, which is most of the time. So you have a soldier here, not utilizing rocket jumps at all. That's fine. It's gonna be using the black box. And we currently have the Uber, and we're gonna go, and I don't really want to pop it on this soldier because he only has 3 rockets. It would be better if he had 4. It would make the push a lot better. So we're like, yeah, let's roll around, and oh shit, okay, we pop it to save the soldier, and you have to make the most of it. And they counter pop it. We're not gonna be able to do anything because there's a couple of pirates here, so we're gonna take a chance and barely escaping. Yes, barely escaping like that. Yes, excellent. That was very risky, but we stayed alive, and now we're this time. Now we're with our pyro buddy, who we're gonna call the pyro with the hat, the paper hat. So the pyro with the paper hat is gonna lead us on a magical journey. We are gonna go here, and we're gonna attack. We're gonna make a soft push, but not until we've ran across the map. Because we are not, like, the point is open, we're supposed to capture C, but he's like, nah, let's not do that. It's all about the adventure. Let's go to the left. Yeah, you've probably been here before, medic. Oh, look, there's a guy here. Let's burn him. Yeah, he's in the crisp now. Okay, so we're gonna circle through here, and we're gonna fall back, and I'm gonna shoot this. Okay, and then we're gonna go sniper, and like, oh, where'd the pyro go? Oh, we're making a push? Okay, good, I'm in this push. This is a soft push, everybody. I see my team is making a push. I'm not there, so I go in and I heal this heavy to see if he's doing some floaty business. We run up here and the power goes down, but our heavy is still alive. He's on fire. But thanks to the power of teamwork and heal beams, we're on top here. We're looking pretty strong, and we actually get the point, and we win! Huh, who would have thought? So if you ever see a pyro with a paper hat, let him lead you to the proper place where you want to be, because he might not know what he's doing, but his karma sure does. So yes, So when it comes to soft pushing, we've seen that like basically you go in without an Uber and you try to make the most of it. You can't always soft push. Sometimes it's impossible because you really need that invulnerability to get by. You know, that's how the game works. It's a huge game mechanic. You can't get around it. You can't like not Uber ever and then think you will be able to do as well. Because invulnerable players always have more health than overhealed players because they don't take any damage ever. When they're Uber. So we're still here on Dust Bowl, the map that is good for Red Demo Man. And we're going to be attacking eventually, healing everybody. The reason we're healing everybody is because when you do that, you will build Uber faster. However, the only downside is that you will sometimes heal spies. But that's a small price to pay, because if you're looking around, you will know who's a spy and who's not a spy, so you won't really get backstabbed. If you're a medic and you have problems being stabbed a lot by spies, it's because you're not looking around enough. So if you just start looking around, you can actually picture who's a spy. So we've been here for a while now. We actually haven't peeked. So what's here? Well, there's a bunch of soldiers, and a heavy, a sniper, and a demo, but there's no sentries as far as we see. But there's one demo here. He's gonna die. No, he's gonna survive. We currently just have a soldier. So we're gonna try and make the most of it. We have an Uber, and we can't really soft push this because then we'd die. So we have to Uber. Uber is popped, so we're here at the last point again. I'm trying to capture this. So we're gonna do a little trick, which is like you switch to your Uber saw or syringe gun on the point to start capping it because you can't capture when you're at Uber charged. So we're right outside the enemy spawn now because this is good map design, and then we die and the other medic is popped, and we will never know if we got the point. So that was like one of those situations where you really couldn't soft push because, like, if you have one guy and they have three, and if you don't have invulnerability, you are going to die. So in order to pull off a soft push, you need to know what you're doing as a medic. You need to see the situation, and the player you're healing can be like, oh yeah, I can take this. You can soft push onto other medics and kill them and stuff like that. You just need to have the better player on your team to be able to do that. And also, like, you can do it against sentries, but it's very hard. But you know, if you coordinate correctly with your team, you can do soft pushes a lot, because soft pushes are like kind of advanced, kind of hard to do, and it requires a lot of teamwork. Even in Team Fortress 2, it's a bit hard to coordinate with everybody when nobody's saying anything. And even if you tell them, they don't listen. So it can be hard, it can be frustrating. So we're now here on Payload Upward, and we're gonna on blue team. We're gonna be attacking because usually you make soft pushes when you're attacking, not necessarily defending. Because when you're defending, you're kind of like prey, but not really. So you should still be active, and not always just waiting for stuff to happen. You can go peek, you can go look. Not necessarily as a medic though, because then you get shot in the head. But the scout can do that because he's fast, and he can do that stuff. So we're going to be pushing up here with the rest of our team. Our heavy is not being very aggressive because he's like moving backwards while being spun up, and that's rare. You should never really walk backwards while spun up unless it's like you're trying to meat shield the medic and try to do as much damage before you die. Because usually you want to go forward like that guy and not die and fly miles away. So we have the engineer, he's just carrying some stuff. A knowing scout, we just stab him in the neck with the Uber saw, which is the best Uber saw in the game, because it's the only one, and therefore the best. So we have a lot of heavies here. Suddenly our team composition is heavy, demo, NG, scout, medic, sniper. That's pretty good, man. So we're gonna be making our push here. We still have the Uber, we still haven't popped it yet. I'm still waiting for these slow-ass heavies to go. And this is actually a pretty good example coming up here of how to push with an Uber and then following up with a soft push, kind of. So we're going here with our heavy, and oh, there's a sentry there. But we have the Uber, and it will be pretty hard to soft push this because they have a demo there, and they have a heavy with the Brass Beast. He's spun up, and they have an NG on the Pyro, and the snipers are currently it's 2 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 if you count the sentry. So this is absolutely a situation where you have to just do the Uber push. And our heavy, he's doing pretty good. He has a good position. He does like the spin up and jump trick, giving you some more momentum when you spin up. And he throws us a sandwich because he's a good guy. He doesn't want us to die, and we actually, you know, run up top of the stairs, because if you can stay up top here, you just have to watch out to not get sniped over here, but there was no snipers there. But yeah, positioning is good. So now our heavy, we're gonna make a soft push because we did a lot of damage with this, and the sentry is still up. So we're gonna go here and try and get the sentry, and we get it. And heavy's doing a lot of work, but then he goes down to some random crits, and we go down too, because random crits counters every plan you've ever had at any point in time ever in the game. How often haven't you been like, yeah, I'm gonna use crits Krieg and we're gonna kill them with crits, and then like as you pop the crits, they get random crits and they kill you and your heal target and half of your team, and they're like, the counter to crits is just random crits, man. That was a joke, you should laugh. So we're gonna go and attack here. Still have gotten the cart for quite a while. We've taken out 2 sentries with 1 Uber and 1 soft push, so that was a good job there. In order to successfully pull off a good soft push, you need to have the positioning and the like kind of an element of surprise, if you could say that. Because if they're like, yeah, they're gonna wait until they have an Uber to attack us, and then you just show up, they're like, oh, it's kind of like hitting them hard. Like you get hit hard, but you hit them hard back too. So when you survive, you're like barely alive. That's usually the end of a soft push that happens. Like you're barely alive. So you're gonna make him push here, and medic is taking some damage. Our heavy's on the cart all by himself. Difficult to do this. We hit him once, and nope, we're not gonna engage in that because we don't want to die. We have full Uber anyway, so there's no need to hit him more than that. And ooh, crit sticky takes him down. Yeah, those crits, man, relentless. So we're like, yeah, come attack with me. Okay, come down here, please. And he's like, yeah, I will go. And this heavy, he is the kind of guy that has to, when he's chewing gum and he's walking, he has to stop when he chews, but because he can't do 2 things at once. Because he's like, yeah, push the cart. Yeah, I can't stay spawn up or you can't shoot. So he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna push this cart here. Oh wait, you can see that. Yeah. Rewind. So you'll be able to see that. Yes. Yes, there we go. So he comes like, yeah, attack with me. Down he comes, and he's like, yeah, we're just gonna push the cart, because I'm not gonna spin up, because I'm gonna devote all my energy to pushing. Yes, pushing the cart. Pushing the cart. Here's the thing, you can spin up and shoot people while pushing the cart. That's a true fact. And this demo man isn't really sure what to do, and we go up and, we get the soldier, and we're right outside the spawn, and we're kind of making a soft push. There's a bunch of guys there, and jump and push the cart. Yes, final touch. We got the cap. Victory. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to conclude the soft push portion of the show before we move on to the raffle and the shoutouts. So be sure you join the mumble before the shoutouts start, because right now we are going to do the raffle. How the raffle works is that I'm going to randomly be grabbing 1 user from the stream chat. So if you have a user, you can show up. If you're not followed, you don't win. So you have to follow me in order to win. So I'm going to be loading up that window here very shortly. Yes, there we go. There we go. So we're just going to roll the dice. There we go. Roll the dice. Oh, it's Tuco. It's Tuco 0, but you're not following, man. Sorry, you don't win. Guess we have to roll it again. Shani 1213. Congratulations, you're the winner. So what you do is that you type your Steam URL or Steam username in the chat, and I will contact you and I'll do the trade with the raffle. So we'll be right back with the raffle winner right now. So we're back with the raffle winner, SS. So I'm going to be showing you the prizes you can win on the show. You can get to pick one of these items. Yeah, I think that was... yeah, that was everything. Yeah, that was everything. So, pick 1 item. Then we'll go right on to the shoutouts after that. Pick one item. He takes the fez, which is crafted by yours truly. So you get a hat that says it's crafted by me. Congratulations, you're the winner of the fez. It's the second time we've given out a fez, actually. So yeah, congratulations on that. So with that, we're going to conclude the raffle. Congratulations to SS for winning. And now it's time for the shoutouts. Yes, okay, good. How many people is... Okay. Hello everyone, it's time for shoutouts. Yeah, and I'm actually gonna remember to add the stream this time because they weren't in it. I guess the stream wants to make shoutouts as well, so go crazy, boys. Yes, there we go.
Shout out to MHSV, shout out to MHSV Tankwest, shout out to MHSV Solid Spirit Lady.
Okay, let's go.
Shout out to the Pomson.
It's always gonna be a shout out to the Pomson for being so balanced.
Oh yeah.
And good,
Shout out
yes.
to every shotgun heavy.
Shout out to everybody in the stream that's right here. Yes, also shout outs to the winner of the raffle. Also shout outs to I-46 in the amazing finals where America just trashed Europe so bad. Oh my god. It was so one-sided. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to the music guys.
Shout out to Silence.
Alright.
Shout out to Heavy
USA
HiGPS.
won.
Oh, thank you, bro.
No, Asians will win USA anytime.
Yeah, shout out to USA for being so good.
Yeah.
But that
Shout
one-
out to Shocky for being the best scout in the world.
Yes.
I mean, he's German, he has to be.
Also, shout out to sleeping because sleeping is good for you. You should try it sometime if you're really tired. It's really good. Also, shout out to everybody that's in Mumble right now. You guys are awesome.
Shout out to Jeep.
Shout out to Hats.
sleeping is good.
Hats. Oh yeah, hats, man.
Shout out to enhancedaim.com.
Enhancedaim.com.
Shout out to GPS for showing all the field videos of me during the Fun Times episode.
You're welcome. That was fun for us. Yeah, cool. Excellent. Also, shout out to Mumble for being Mumble and stuff like that. I also want to give a shout out to Valve for not fixing the replay or the crouch jump glitch ever. Thank you.
Shout out to the scout hitboxes.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Shout out to being able to change your interp whenever you want to, you damn hackers.
Oh, that's terrible, man.
Yeah, also shout out to the person below me, which is the guys that live on the floor 3, 2, and 1. So shout out to those guys.
Shout out to Asia Fortress for making competitive play look so hard.
Yeah. Oh, dude, shout out to the guy who made the MVM video. That one. Yes. So thank you guys for joining us. It's been wonderful, and right now I'll be talking about the topic we will be doing next time, which is gonna be kind of like a troll one, and it's going to be no scope body shotting as a sniper. That's right, you are not allowed to scope at any point in time, but however you are allowed to use whatever weapons you want, but you're not allowed to do like headshot. You're not allowed to scope, so you can just body shot. So if you're using the Machina, you're gonna have a bad time. So you can use whatever rifle, whatever loadout, whatever. You just have to no scope body shot people and make them angry, because it's actually pretty good. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I am at HiGPS on Twitter. I have a Steam group and I have a website, higpс.no. So check those out and see more of my videos. Also leave a comment if you want with future suggestions what you want me to cover. Thanks and good night, goodbye.